Oh god. The smartphone! It's kind of a big deal. It may seem pretty normal nowadays, with everyone on the planet owning one of these things. But back in the early 2000s, this shit was sex on ice. No longer were the days where you had to crowd around your friend's computer to watch cursed flash animations. Now you have this shit, a pocket computer. Now there were a lot of cool things the original iPhones could do, like watch YouTube, browse the web, do math, call or text someone, if you had anyone to call or text. But without a doubt, the best feature on the iPhone was the App Store. And with the App Store came a bunch of new kick-ass games, of which I spent a good portion of my dumb childhood years playing. I played on the bus, I played in class, I played during lunch, I played before I went to bed, and you bet if I had a test the very next period that I hadn't studied for, I was whipping out Doodle Jump instead of studying like some nerd. Now, we've all played Fruit Ninja and that one game where it's like birds and you're flicking them across the screen to kill some pigs. I don't know, maybe you've heard of it. But today we remember the unsung heroes and explorers of a time not too long ago. Or in layman's terms, it's a list. It's a fucking list, okay? We're talking about old school mobile games. You probably could have figured that out by just reading the title, all right? Let's just move on, okay? Game number 1! Jelly Car, for those of you who have never had the pleasure of playing it, just fucking push it. Come on! Jelly Car is a game where you try to maneuver a car made out of jelly across an obstacle course. Emphasis on try, because trying to control this car is about as easy as trying to balance on a beach ball with a pogo stick. Oh boy. I think I'm going down. I'm going down! But you know, it was a good time. Sure, yeah, the controls were difficult, and sure, there were parts of the game where you would get soft locked. But I couldn't put this down! Unfortunately, they took Jelly Car off the App Store. Something about Disney and stuff. But creator Tim Fitzrandolph, aka Wallaber, is creating a brand new Jelly Car Worlds. So for anyone itching to play Jelly Car again, you may be able to get your fix sooner than you think. Game number 2, baby! You ever wanted to feel what it would be like to hold the power of a god to control a stupid humans you share the world with? If so, you should probably talk to someone about that. Or there's Pocket God. This game was literally just designed to waste time. You got these little guys that you can name as either the people you like or hate, and mess around with them. Mostly kill them. Also, as other apps blew up and became sellouts like the fucking hacks they are, Pocket God copy-pasted the games into its own app, which was pretty cool. Game 3! Do you know what's puzzling? Puzzle games! Speaking of puzzle games, our next game is Enigmo, a 2.5D puzzle game? What the fuck is 2.5D? For this time period of mobile gaming, Enigma was one of the best puzzle games on the market and wasn't so two-dimensional with how you could solve the puzzles. It's that extra 0.5, baby! You were given a certain number of tools and it was up to you to finesse a system that would work to get those little droplets into the thing. While there was probably only 1 or 2 ways the developers imagined you would solve most of these puzzles, the fact that you could place the tools anywhere on the screen made it feel really rewarding when you finally figured out how to get those droplets where they need to go. Game number 4. Of course, we gotta put a Doodle Jump-esque game on this list, or as I like to call it, a see how far you can go game. And a perfect game to represent this, as well as one that's incredibly infuriating, is Impossible Road. Because it's fucking impossible. You only have 2 controls, left or right. It was all about getting your ball to go down this twisty, windy pathway with no brakes, which, spoiler alert, I never got that far. Fuck! Game 5! Now for the original Pokemon Go and possibly one of the biggest time-wasting games on this list. Paper toss! You just gotta toss a crumpled piece of paper into a garbage bin as many times in a row as possible to beat your high score. Oh, and there's wind. Game number 6. Do you like Guitar Hero? Do you lack the financial resources to be able to afford said Guitar Hero? Well, listen here, ya big bungus. Do I have the proposition for you? Tap Tap Revenge is Guitar Hero, except you use 3 fingers and you don't use a guitar controller, and it's about as watered down of an experience as you would imagine it being. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Go off, King! Okay, maybe a little less watered down than I was exaggerated it to be. It's game number 7. Yeah. Another see how far you can get that I happen to play a crap ton in school is a little game called Cube Runner. You're just a little triangle ship thing trying to avoid all the cubes. That's it, really. Most of these are pretty simple in design, all right? Okay? As opposed to Impossible Road where you tap to the direction that you want to go, Cube Runner focused on motion controls. You wouldn't imagine tilt controls would feel better, but in comparison to Impossible Road, it felt better. They say insanity is doing the same thing but expecting a different result. Albert Einstein said that. If that's the case, I went insane a long time ago. 8. We're doing game 8 now. If it was one game I was down bad for, it was definitely the Cartoon Wars series, especially the very first one. It was just about sending units out to battle the enemy units and upgrading stuff, and it's just fun, addictive. Probably the reason I didn't study for half my tests in high school. The design of the monsters and units were actually pretty. Holy shit! Am I riding a giant teeth ghost thing? What in the sweet south is happening here? Game 9! Ah! The same vein as Cartoon Wars, there's another castle defender-ish game called Knights Onrush. As opposed to clicking a button and having the units do the work for you, you're actively defending this castle as God. So I guess it's a bit of Pocket God too. Squish them, stomp them, blast them, serve them up as the main course, throw them into the depths of hell. And a good portion of these games are pretty violent. The final game, game number 10. And of course we saved the best for last. The most polished, fine-tuned, high-octane content of the 21st century. It's Bubble Wrap Popper, baby! Yeah. 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 Look at them pop. Look at them go. Whee! Whoa. Hey guys, thank you for watching all the way through the video, and huge shout out to my Patreon supporters for helping support the channel and helping me continue to do what I do. If you enjoyed the video and have not already, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It's pretty easy. And let me know if you've played any of the games in the comments below. I will see you all in the next video, but until then, take care of yourself, have a good one, and all that fun stuff. All right, bye. Bye, everyone.